morning, everybody. Good morning, Kevis. Got a little bit of sleep and woke up to this. Not as much of a damage as we kind of thought as we watched the Eyewall come through last night. I should be pinging my position. Kevis, can you see if that's working, please? Gulf of Mexico still looks pretty angry out there, doesn't it? southern side of the eye. pump that salt water out of there. Actually, delete him from the channel. I'm sick and tired of you idiots. I'm here to help it's safe to get out in. Go to Jeff Petrowski or go to Reed Timmer if you want to see people driving around in the storm. That's salt water. You need to be able to work after the storm. come and buy a vehicle and drive down here and cover and paint yourself. People appreciate the footage, but I'm really getting Thank you, Scott. Hey, Jesse, thank you. Good morning, ATL, Florida. It's cold out here. The water has receded a little bit. There's a whole bunch of these little inner tubes going down the beach here. I was getting blown a lot. Yeah, I think this is a Phoenix Gulf Shores. I don't know how much damage there is here. There's no tornado sirens going off. Where I am. Hey, Michelle. We are that side of the eye. Hey, crispy critters. TBI am west of the hangout. did verify the barge. Yeah, that's the lagoon. I will show you guys down West Beach, but that is facing right into the wind right now. Is indeed cool weather. Everybody say hi to Ethan, who's 9 years old. Oh, it's fascinating. Do a shout out for a 9-year-old kid named Ethan. Good day, mate. Let's go back and look at the Gulf of Mexico over here. Before I go over there, look at this. That's all sea foam. Thank you, Ben. Appreciate it. IMO in Anguilla, Chino Ira Harris, Victor Papa 2 Echo India Hotel. Tell them I said hello. Thanks, Kevis. Thank you, Carly Boyle. I don't think any more water is coming in right now. Disaster 7317. That happened about 4 or 5 hours ago. Kelly, I think high tide is in about 2 hours. Hello. Yes, it's real. Janet Joyner. This is real, dudette. Oh my goodness, the trolls. Jeremy, I am facing northeast. The flooding is not too bad here. I think that the real story is going to be flooding inland over the next couple of days. The roads look passable. The challenge is in order for me to get out of here, I have to drive through that. That's salt water, and it's about 1.5 feet deep. So the water was all the way across the street at one point. I'm a couple miles west. I am cold, yes. I wasn't planning on leaving. Matt, this place here looks like it did really well. Christian, this is actually not the worst of it. The worst of it for us was about, I don't know, 3-4 hours ago. All these cars that are driving through this salt water are going to be really rusty. I can't get out of here right now. Clearly, Mackenzie, yes, down the road, down there. So, I am alive. This is the back end of the hurricane torque. salt water does rust vehicles. That's why I'm not going to drive through that stuff. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait for that to go down before I drive it. Cool, bro. This is Alabama. Stock Decisions. I do have an anemometer, but I left it in the truck, and it's I think 2 hours down, so I don't feel like walking down there. Like Alexander can say no cat too when they weren't here when the storm was actually blowing. The storm is north of us now. Living the humble life. It will get into the cracks and crevices, and your rocker panels will rot out, or rust out rather. Greg, you are blocked because this channel belongs to me and my moderators have the power to do it. Go somewhere else. I did that myself. My moderators have the privilege of being able to ban anybody they want. This is a family channel. And if you're going to be a troll, or if you're going to make you go away. Hey Alfonso, if you are still here, make a message. Alfonso Cartagena. I don't know how much rain we got here. Guys, I'm standing with my back to the wind, and the microphone got some water in it last night, so just enjoy the view. I'm going to shout out Gwen Lee. Gwen! So boring to go outside. You covering any of the costs of doing I'm not Reed Timmer. I'm not Jeff Petrowski. I don't dominate. I'm here primarily to help with recovery afterwards. Julie, I do not know how the state park is. I have not been out of here. I'm not going to drive my truck. Well, Jeff just really likes weather. I mean, that's Jeff's personality. That's what he does. Phyllis. Guys. I'm going to walk down to the truck and grab the anemometer. So this is where I sat and live streamed as the Eyewall came through. I sat in my chair from Cabela's, and we shot through that. That's where, if you guys go back and watch the live stream from earlier, as the Eyewall was coming through. So as you can see, the pressures are rising. The hurricane is going away from us. had a max wind of 41 miles per hour there. Something else is falling. No, Eyewall does not mean it's the calm. Eyewall is where the strongest winds are. As you can see, that's that lagoon people are talking about. So the water from there is coming from a lagoon. And then this water came from the Gulf of Mexico. It was very calm inside the eye. The eye means calm. The eye wall is the area of fastest winds. Gray stash. I haven't had it out in that high winds yet. We'll find out. Chris, I'll probably be here for several more days. to no wind because of this wall I'm standing next to. I'll go back out here and see what kind of, you guys can see the pressures are climbing. Right now they're dropping. But the trend is up. We'll walk out here and get another wind speed. All right, maybe we Jerry, free speech is guaranteed in the Constitution from the government stopping you. Mercedes, thank you. Merlin, the wind is not warm. I'm cold. But I'm a Florida boy. Alright, I gotta get the battery out of the back of the truck here. so we can continue the live stream. This has been going on since yesterday. So I've got the phone plugged into the shack-in-a-box large Solaris solar generator. Okay, so I'll tell you guys about the battery in a little bit. We had 55.7 earlier, a few minutes ago, on the other side of the building. Let's see what we get here. Building 23.8 miles per hour. So our daughters have a business called Shack in a Box. They make ham radio go kits, solar generators, and battery boxes. This is a 600 watt hour solar generator. Got a lithium iron phosphate battery in it. If the sun were out, I could charge it with a solar panel. Tammy Bennett, you can go to this website. Teresa, I slept for about 45 minutes at the end of the eye. Depends on what size solar panel you have. That's a 60 amp hour, 50 amp hour, 50 amp hour battery, and with a 150 watt solar panel. If you were totally dead, it would take about 9.5 hours to charge it with full sun. This is now a Category 1. This is after it had passed through. Heather, this is the West Beach. And you can go to the link, this is the first link in the description of this video, and it will show you exactly where I am. Connie, that's what's left over of the storm surge from the Gulf. That is the storm surge from the lagoon over there. That's where the surge comes as it's coming ashore on the east side of the storm. We didn't get much surge here. I would think a few miles to our east we probably got more surge than we did. We had the center of the eye pretty much pass right over us. So our winds were never southerly. We had east winds and then like some east-southeast winds. Well, here comes somebody who wants to ruin their car. Sign says 7th Street, West 7th Street. R0, the storm is north of us now. The center of circulation is north of us. All this is live. Heather, I don't know. After this stops blowing, I will drive around a little bit, but I need to get to work on disaster relief stuff that I need to do. Roberto, we're about where I'm standing right now, less than 100 yards from the Gulf of Mexico. None your biz anyway. Thank you for subscribing. I will walk over and let you guys see I'll let you guys see what the Gulf of Mexico looks like. The eye passed. We were actually in the middle of the eye for about 3 or 4 hours. It didn't move very fast. And there's a video from the eye on this channel. There's also a video as the Eyewall was coming through. And it was nuts there for a while. over here in a protected spot. I'm standing next to a wall. Well, give me a minute. I'll go back over there for you. I gotta get a dry towel. The highest we got was like 50 something miles per hour, the wind speed. Andy, I don't think they overhyped. Well, I don't know. I haven't been watching the news. Oh, look at this guy driving. Gale, the eye has passed over us. Ricky, we're not where the flooding is expected to happen, so I don't know yet. J. Morgan, it has passed us, it is north of us now. So I don't know how bad the flooding is yet. The real danger of the flooding is going to be from the rain over the next couple of days. This water down here is from the Gulf of Mexico. This water over here is from the lagoon, and this is about 1.5 feet or so deep, and I'd have to drive through that to get out of this parking garage. So I'm going to wait until that subsides below, comes down before I drive out of here. There is no up top. There's a roof over the top. And being up top, the wind blowing is not the smartest thing to do. Yeah, it is receding. Talk over there, guys. not on any frequencies. All of this water down here came from that water out there as the eye came ashore. And after this live stream is done, Ricky, the storm surge is going to be worse where the eye passed just to the west. The eye came directly over us, so we didn't get much storm surge here. After this live stream is done, go look at the video that we live streamed during the eye. It was really cool. Google user, I've never seen a whale. I've heard sharks, but I don't know. Actually, you can see the high water mark there. That's the high water mark from earlier today. So the water has gone down somewhat. Not much, but it has gone down somewhat. Parking garage with these orange lights. That was this live stream. And yes, it has calmed down quite a bit. That's not this. That's not this live stream. Okay, somebody asked earlier if these sidings fell off. No, it looks like they were just replaced, and they're a different color. Okay, guys, so I don't know how well you can hear me. And Michelle, I found that in the eye. I'm going to bring it home for Grace. So what happens is water gets into, I gotta sit for a while, guys. Water gets into the mic on the iPhone and makes it hard to hear, along with the winds. And I haven't been able to stream with the GoPro here because there are so many Wi-Fi hotspots around here that they're interfering with anyway, sorry guys, I'm pretty exhausted. The Wi-Fi hotspots were interfering with the personal hotspot on the iPhone, so I wasn't able to get the GoPro to hook up. That's the GoPro sitting up there. That one. These are the frequencies that I'm monitoring right now. Radio reference said that 154.965 was supposed to be a fire frequency. I haven't heard anything on that one. Although I guess I'm hearing something something's breaking, squelch. I got about 45 minutes of sleep. And since I'm sitting in here for a little while, I can answer some questions for you guys if you want. Stacy, if I go to bed now, I won't be able to function the rest of the day, unfortunately. Hello, Naeem. Yeah, the hurricane came came over us about 5 or 6 hours ago. Wingo. Um, so your Canon kept getting fogged up internally. That was probably, I guess, when you were coming out of the air conditioning into the humidity. What I used to do when I was working with the Weather Channel and other networks, $150,000, $200,000 broadcast cameras, I would put them in the bathroom with the door closed and leave the hair dryer, the blow dryer, running on high. I'd figure out a way to, brace the hair dryer so it would be able to blow hot air. And keep it hot. In the truck here, I turn the in the Chevy you can turn on the air conditioner and then make it hot, and the air will go through the receiver dryer, so it will make hot, dry air. And that will help keep everything dry. So last night, as the Eyewall was coming, some of you guys were watching it, the power's out, John. They're on generator here at this Phoenix place. But as the Eyewall was really getting intense, and it was only about 3 minutes before we actually got into the calm of the eye, the camera went out. It got water up into the camera on the iPhone. Even though it's in an OtterBox, it still got water up into it. So I turned the iPhone off, turned on the defroster, and turned it up to 90 degrees and let it heat for maybe 30 or 45 minutes. And then I brought it down in temperature, and I was able to live stream in the calm of the eye, which was pretty cool. So this makes 3 eyes that I've intercepted this year. First one was Isaias. Was in that one twice in North Carolina. And then Laura, of course, and now this one. Stacy, I have covered fires before. Not my thing. All right, Seahawk. If you're really telling the truth, you're not a troll. Tell me which house you're in, what it looks like, and I'll zoom in on you. If you are a troll, you're gonna get booted. I'm gonna call you out on it, buddy. Where are you? He never responded, so he's been timed out for 5 minutes. Each one is dramatic in its own way. A couple of weeks ago, I spent the night in the hotel. In the elevator in the building where I was. James, I am looking north. And I'm gonna just sit here for a while, guys. Jesse, I don't remember the lowest pressure. As the eye was coming in, go to the video when we're done with this one, obviously. But go to the video where the last live stream that I did as it was coming in, and get right there within the last 5 or 10 minutes. You can watch the pressure dropped. Jenny, we are not in the Eyewall anymore. We're in the outer bands. You could watch the pressure drop. It dropped a couple millibars in a couple minutes. Something's banging down the road. Let's go see what it is. Okay, it's time for a dry towel. All right, guys, I got provisions for everything in here. I got Gatorade, got water. These things are really good. Great value mangoes. Over here, that is a 12-volt fan. The mangoes are really good. The store here in Foley, Alabama, Walmart doesn't have anymore because I bought all of them the other day. There is some beef jerky in there somewhere. And Red Bull and water. They're nice and cold. There's nobody in that truck. The winds are dying down here, and there's nobody in that truck. And then I'm not going to actually light it up. I'm not going to light this up here because we're on private property. But I've got a Kelly kettle, which will boil water, and the fuel for it, I'm just going to use this kindling wood from Lowe's. I'm not in contact with Jeff. I don't chase with Jeff. Oh yeah, forgot. MREs are okay unless you have hot food. So in here, I've got chili mac and beef, chicken teriyaki, chicken fried rice, and breakfast. Biscuits and gravy. That sounds good. Maybe I could drive down there and get out at a parking deck. Maybe we could make breakfast. That would be a good advertisement for Kelly Kettle. Okay, so hopefully we don't lose connectivity as I drive downstairs. I'm going to drive downstairs, get on the leeward side of the building here, and make some breakfast. So that orange thing is a 600 watt hour solar generator that our daughters make with their company Shack in a Box. Michelle, if you could please put the link to Shack in a Box, I would appreciate it. Jenny, Michelle's going to put up the link here. It's actually a business that is run by our 12 and 14-year-old daughters, Grace and Hope. And my brakes are squeaking from all the water. And I have a solar panel in the truck. The wind's blowing too hard for it. Have a solar panel. So we build these and sell them. Let's go make breakfast. Okay, no, I'm not wearing my seatbelt. That's why I'm not driving out of here right now. Actually, let me park next to the building to get more in the lee of the building. Somebody call Kelly Kettle and tell them they were about to do a live stream making breakfast with the Kelly Kettle right next to Storm Surge. This will be epic. Okay, so here we go. Let's go get stuff set up. Take your keys with you, James. Okay, you can see the high water mark right there. And then that's sea foam. That's salt water. Gonna get the battery box back out. Show it to you. Okay, so this battery box has a connector for solar panels. Has a really bright light. No, vertically it only went down about 6 inches, Jesse. That's 2 feet on a sloped driveway. There's the inside of it. Oops. Got wet last night. All those connections are made by our daughters, Hope and Grace. That's their work. Jenny, they can hook you up. Okay, I'm gonna set up. I hope it doesn't start raining on us. Let's set the This is the easy chair where I sat while the Eyewall was coming ashore. Cabela's hurricane tested. They're not even a sponsor. Get the Kelly. Thank you, James Langley. You know what? Let's use the Kelly Kettle shear frame. No, I'm not going to use that. Making breakfast, Moed. Oh yeah, steam coming out of hot breakfast is coming up. Okay, trying to do this one-handed. And biscuits and gravy. Somewhere here I got a torch. There it is. No bacon, British. I've never used this wood. I'm thinking it should work pretty good. Just break it up. Forgot to get in the water. Well, look at that bird. That was a pretty bird. Bye, Steve. You guys are really trolling today. This is my YouTube channel. I can do whatever I want to do on my YouTube channel. You know that? You don't have to watch. I'm not talking about Jenny. I don't know what Jenny said. Okay. Well, I got a little bit of an issue. Can't get the stopper out. I believe when we made some breakfast in Lake Charles the other day, the guy that was with me may have put the stopper in when it was still hot. Put the camera down for just a little bit. Okay. Thank you, Jenny. That was nice. Okay, so I'm going to set this up. Hopefully you guys can see. Okay, so need to add 1.5 cups of water to it. That's a little more than 1.5. Tyler, that's it's just kindling wood that I got from Lowe's. You can use pretty much any wood, but it's a pain to try to get wet wood started, so I brought some of this along. Let's see if I can get this burning, or if I need to use some fat wood. So as you can see, the fire goes up through the the center, and the water sits around the fire and boils pretty quickly. And you just drop little pieces of wood in there. Then you just break off some small pieces of wood. I wish we weren't next to the generator, because then you could hear the water start to boil. So the water is in here. You can see, I'm not going to stick my finger in there. The chimney comes up through the water. Yes, it's a rocket stove with the boiling chamber around the rocket, around the chimney. Hey Marilyn, come over to the other side of the building and have some biscuits and gravy. So if you search Kelly Kettle on the internet, they got a website. We got it when we went to the Dry Tortugas a couple years ago, and that's an island in the Gulf of Mexico where you can't bring any liquid fuel. So we needed to come up with something that we could use to boil our water to make our meals. And this is what we found. I'm on the other side of the building from where you are, Marilyn. So Marilyn's going to come over. And the water looks like it's boiling already. So what's really cool with this is that the water is surrounding the chimney. Cabo, this is the big one. This is the large Kelly kettle. As you can see now, you can see the steam coming off. Marilyn, bring a long spoon. Winston, right now I've got a cup and a half in there, and you can see it is boiling. So I'm going to go ahead and put down the camera for a second. tell me when 10 minutes is up. It's 10:19 right now. No, you cannot distill water with it. There goes part of a street light down the road. The fire burns out so quickly. It used very little wood. I used very little wood to make this meal. And when Marilyn gets down here with her husband, we'll make another one. It's that simple. And it actually works better in the wind. It's got that hole down there. If you point that to the wind, it actually helps the rocket stove work better. The water is not rising. You can do a hobo stove with it. This one is good until January 2050. Winston, this is the large Kelly kettle that we've got. We did it because we had 3 people with us on the island. And what's cool is the Mountain House food is actually comfort food. It tastes good. So I'm going to scroll back through the comments and see if there's any questions here. Melissa, I'm not out checking stuff. Sorry about that. And Brian, sorry, I can't check them out. If when I get out, if I see them and I'm live streaming, yeah, but really can't do that. I don't drink coffee, Cabo. Captain Pat, I think you asked if you can distill seawater. No. I mean, I guess you could if you made a still, but it's not a distillery. Moad, I don't know how much these things cost. I don't remember. KellyKettle.com. Mike Truth is. This is the shopping network. No, this is HamRadio.World. And you're just along for the ride. Minutes. Probably a lot of flat tires. Yeah, yo, I'm thinking the $80 one on Amazon is the small one. This is the large one. Either Alfonso or Michelle, if you could put up the Shack in a Box website, please. Wow, the large one for $79. That's a good price. Two minutes, 56 seconds, Jesse. Thank you. I needed to stir that up halfway through, so I'm going to do some stirring here. Oh, yeah. Maybe Marilyn will get here about the time that it's done and she can have it for breakfast. I have got salt, pepper, and I've also got cayenne pepper that will go into mine. No, the water level's not rising. It's not going down very fast. Ken, is really good. We get this one at Walmart. Yes, you don't want the aluminum Kelly kettles. You want to get the stainless steel one. The aluminum ones don't handle the heat very well, or as well. Yeah, you want to get the stainless steel one. We did a lot of research into them, and people were not as happy with the aluminum ones as they were with the stainless steel. And we really like this one. Okay. There's breakfast. It's yummy. I should have put a little bit more water in it. There you go, Ken. If there were dunes, they're gone. We got a whole nother package for Maryland. And it's good for 30 years. Yeah, that needs blown out. Our daughter Hope did that. Actually, Kevis, this has a measuring cup in the kit with the galley kettle. Jenny, send me an email through the contact form on the website. Tell me what you want to do with it. It'll be a few days before I get back to you, but I can help you figure out. Yeah, I really think this needs about 2 cups of water instead of a cup and a half. Cabo, it's too much trouble to boil more water right now. I'm hungry. Yes, Victoria, the storm has passed. Kevin is in the camping section, usually on the same aisle as the ammunition. Thank you, Poggy. Yeah, Marky, I guess you weren't with us where the storm hung for hours and hours and hours. I have no idea where I found that shell right over there. Yeah, same aisle where there used to be ammunition. That's yummy. Hey, Fort Wayne. I don't know, Poggy. Martin, there is a link in the description of the video. If you click on it, it will show you exactly where I am. So when Marilyn gets down here, or Marilyn and her husband get down here, we'll make another batch. There goes somebody's bait. And I keep the bags from Walmart for trash bags. If I end up having to spend the night, I can spend the night in the truck and use this 12-volt fan. That will allow me to stay cool without burning gas. Or I can use it in the tent. And in here, the ice is starting to go down. But it's been sitting in here for 3.5 days. Let's see, mango, strawberry, blend of apples, and all those flavors. Okay, let's walk over and see the beach while we're waiting for Marilyn to show up. That's not good. Okay, so here's what's left of the dune. Out here yesterday. Leanne, you just missed us having biscuits and gravy. Go back about 15 minutes. We were cooking biscuits and gravy. This was probably a dune from like here over to here. And that looks like the remnants of a dune. Laney, you can see where I am in real time by clicking on the link that is in the description. Let's go over here. Real quick, let you see their board went out to the beach. The security guard and I were looking at the parking lot of Marilyn's building. Marilyn lives way up there. We're looking at the parking lot. We believe that part of this is in the parking lot way out there. Not on the parking garage, but on the street level parking lot. I don't think most people evacuated. They didn't expect it to be bad. I may be wrong. This is Gulfport. I don't know if Sally lost her steam. I understand it's still blowing pretty hard up there. There's still a lot of rain. It's just dry on the backside. Ken, that's a good question, because I'm not going to drive through this water that deep. It's about 1.5 feet deep. And I don't want to drive my truck through that. It was a 2, a strong category 2, I believe, at landfall. Okay, somebody was asking about the wood. I don't remember who it was, but hopefully you're still on here. I'll show you guys the wood. These are little, just thin pieces of like cedar or pine. They had a lot of smoke and a lot of soot, which I really didn't like. All right, it was Tyler. Okay, so alderwood. Also use this, the fatwood stuff. This stuff works great. And the Kelly Kettle kit that we have here has got 4 plates, like a hobo stove, little boiling thing. And I don't have them here. They may actually be up in there. It actually has some coffee mugs as well, which double as measuring cups. And here's the solar panel that I use with this thing. This is a 100-watt solar panel. It opens up with 4 of these. Now the eye has passed us. So if it's sunny tomorrow, I may do a video showing how this works. What I'll use with this, if we end up sticking around needing to do an airlift because of flooding or anything, I will set this up and let people charge their cell phones, and I'll keep it charged with the sun. All right, Jenny, we sell those actually. All right, time. This is coffee. See, it says coffee. Oh my goodness, in a kitchen cabinet. That would be scary. I met a guy in Abaco last year after Hurricane Dorian. trying to get this to dry out. As the water came into his house, his wife was on top of the cabinets. His wife was on top of the cabinets in their kitchen, and she ended up never being found. No, she was the one that the water came up too high. She couldn't swim. And the water came up too high, she drowned. Storm surge is scary. All right, did I put Gulfport in the description? I may have. If I did, I'm sorry, guys. I have very little sleep. If we don't have Marilyn come back in the next few minutes, I'm going to go ahead and pack up. And then if they come down, all right, so Gulfport is in the description. I'll have to fix it. Gulf Shores. Yeah, we're in Gulf Shores. I said Gulfport. Let's blame it on not sleeping and West Nile virus. Yeah, that's it. Actually, I do have West Nile virus from going to the Bahamas after Dorian last year. Good morning, Dan. I don't know if Michelle is still here or if she's driving home, but I want to give a big shout out to Michelle, who is moderating and chatting as HamRadio.World. She is my wife. We met, hey Michelle, we met in August. We met July 31st, 1992, when we were married August 1st, 1993. So we've been married 27 years, and we have 4 children. They are 18 is our son Zechariah. I picked my trash up, Robert, don't worry. I've already picked up a lot of my trash. So our son is 18, and then we have daughters, Faith Hannah, Hope, and Grace. Zechariah and Faith Hannah don't have driver's licenses yet, but they are both in college. So Michelle drives them to different colleges. Faith Hannah is a junior at Stetson University. And Michelle was up late last night helping moderate this this channel. And then she had to get up to take our son to school early this morning. So I really appreciate the help that she has and our other moderators. What happened is last night, I think Jeff Petrowski went off the air about the same time I did. And a lot of people came on here thinking Stetson in DeLand, Florida. St. Petersburg is the law school. Anyway, a lot of people thought I was Jeff. And we had a lot of trolls come on. And had a lot of trolls on this actual live feed earlier. And guys, this is a family-friendly channel, and we moderate very tightly. It's not a free speech zone at all. Blaney, it's not as nearly as bad with trolls as they were a couple hours ago. In an apartment building, 4th floor of a building, the wall peeled off and the roof caved in. Ocean sail, that wasn't during Hurricane Marilyn in 1995, was it? Live streaming kittens. Dan, the storm has passed here for good, and so right now is due north. So that's a little bit northeast in Gulf Shores. Stephanie, this is the East-West Beach Road. Yeah, something made easy, or something made easy. Let me tell you something. I can't leave here. I'm not gonna leave here. I don't want to drive my truck through that salt water. So if the water doesn't go down, I may be staying here tonight. It is going down slowly. The highest it got in the storm was there, and that's about 5 feet down the angled road, but it's only about 8 inches lower than it was. Oops, I gotta plug a battery back in. Look at this 600 watt hour. Got this 600 watt hour battery box. I'm not driving through it. It looks like it's about 1.5 or 2 feet deep, and it's salt water. I hope not even a day. I hope. I don't know. Yeah, that's a Kelly kettle. I'm live streaming on YouTube right now.
What's that?
I'm live streaming on YouTube.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
No, it's all right. But no, this just we're watching the water go down.
Yeah. Okay.
You guys want some hot breakfast?
Has it gone down a lot?
That's the high water mark
Right here?
from during the height of the storm.
Okay.
So that was what, 3:30 this morning. So it hadn't gone down very far.
Appreciate you, man.
No
Thank
problem.
You. Yeah, have a good one.
Laney, I think high tide is ever. I think high tide's already happened. That's really not a current. Wow, look at those people. They're picking out on foot. I won't be airlifted out, Michael. I'm getting rest sitting here. I'm enjoying this. And just sitting here waiting to see if Marilyn comes. Michael, I know she said she was older and she lives on the 15th floor, so they may have decided not to come down. Wayne, my call sign is Whiskey X-Ray 4 Tango Victor. Linda, you're gonna have to go to the news for that news. I don't know. I haven't left this parking lot yet. BNC Paranormal. I have driven vehicles through salt water. It is different driving in actual submerging in salt water is very different than salting the roads. In a couple years, you'll have rocker panels that are rusted out. It's impossible to get all of the salt out of there, and it will start corroding from the inside out. So since it's my truck and I paid my cash for it, I'm not going to do it. If you want to Venmo me $60,000 for a new 2021 Suburban, I'll drive right through it, brother. I'm just yanking your chain a little bit. BNC, I've driven a lot of vehicles through salt water. We used to live on the Outer Banks of North Carolina, and we would get, overwash on the road where we lived quite a bit, and it would be salt water. You have no choice but to drive through it. All of our cars that we had down there ended up rusting out real badly. We had a Mercedes-Benz 300D that, when we ended up getting rid of it, the floor had rusted out. Maryland's building did not have generators, if I remember what she said last night during the storm. Deborah in Vegas is you, not is me, but is you. It is done here. We have gone through the landfall. We have live streamed during the Eye. And this live stream started as the back end of the Eyewall was coming through. Three hours and 14 minutes ago. "80-mile-per-hour winds, 975 millibars, 20 miles northwest of Pensacola." So it's not moving too quickly. It's sped up a little bit. But Chuck, I don't remember how low it got, but if you go to the videos in this on this channel and do the last one that has the last one I did as the storm was approaching, go to like the last 10 minutes of it, and there was a point where you could watch the pressure falling on the anemometer, and it was falling quickly. It dropped a millibar. I think it dropped 3 millibars in 5 minutes. It dropped quickly. Gloria, all I remember is my nose started bleeding. And about the time it got really bad is when the camera got water in it, and that ended the live stream. I probably should have just kept going since you guys could hear. Hey, Zechariah is in the car leaving campus now. Marky B, no, they haven't shown up. GNN dancers, I could drive through there if I wanted to. I don't want to. Valerie, there's a link in the description that shows you exactly where I am. Marky, my plans are to wait for this water to fall, probably take a nap here in a little bit. Need to start the truck for a while. I just realized I've got something drawing power in here. Got an inverter. Let it charge up the battery for a little bit. Yeah, Game of Thrones or GOT, you could drive a skateboard through that water, and it's your skateboard. You can go right ahead and do it. I personally don't want to destroy my truck. Realized I had this running to charge the laptop without the alternator running, so not a good idea. I'm going to turn the heat up to 90 and to try to dry up some of the wet stuff that I've got in here. It's actually drying pretty nicely. Turn the heat up back here. Retro, I have no idea. I don't live here. What you can do is you can go to the link that's in the description. I'm really getting tired of saying this. The description's there. It's the first thing you see in the link. First thing in the description says, follow me live on the map. Click on that. You can even do street level and see what it looks like before all this happens. Okay, Deborah in Vegas. So this is a 600 watt hour. It's a 50 amp hour lithium iron phosphate battery. You can charge your laptop, cell phones. You can run 12 volt fans with it, stuff like that. I've been chasing since Andrew, over 200 of them. They're all memorable in some way. I'm not scared to drive through it. I just don't want to drive through it. I don't want to have salt water get up inside the cracks and seams of the truck. And I really don't have anything to do for the next 24 hours. So I'm just going to sit here and I'm going to take a nap. I'm going to go up there and take a nap. Somebody hit the like button for me, please. I didn't pay anything to be here. Thank you, Laney. I think the 39 dislikes are the people who got banned. Our Anthony, the battery on the phone is at 10%, and I'm charging it with that box. Yeah, I will probably go over there in a little bit, Michelle. I don't know that I can get in the building. The beach will not be back to normal by next Friday. Alfonso, if you remember when we were doing the drone work down in Cape Coral, that was when we first got one of these Bioenno batteries, and we were playing around using it with the inverter to charge the drone batteries. Was it Naples? No, it's Cape Coral. We were doing it in Cape Coral, dude. Dave, I don't know if we can ship the, I know we can't airship over to England, but we may be able to DHL it on the, on a boat or something. But anyway, that was where this whole idea for these battery boxes came, because you had the Goal Zero, and I think you could charge like maybe, what, 2 or 3 batteries with that, and we were able to charge like 8 or 10 of them with this battery. Thank you, Deborah in Vegas. Yeah, so Alfonso asked PIF 120. Alfonso and I had a venture where we were using drones to measure the distance between telephone poles in southwestern Florida, so that they could do fiber optic installations. And Alfonso brought a Goal Zero solar generator, and he was able to charge like 2 or 3 of the batteries for the drone with it before the battery died. So telephone poles can be up to like 1,000 feet apart. We were using lasers too. And we had my son Zechariah was doing it with us. We were actually verifying our measurements by measuring them by hand, using a hot stick to measure the points. They needed to know, where's my finger? They needed to know the height of all of the points of attachment. So we had to verify our drone measurements with a hot stick, and we also needed to verify the distance between them. You know what? I'm gonna ban you too. I'm not racist, but I just don't like trolls. So see you later. Retro was asking stupid questions, and I got tired of seeing them. So anyway, we did a lot of measuring, and then Hurricane, what was it, Irma came right after they had done all the build out of that fiber optic. Irma came and tore it all up. That is a large Kelly kettle. I think it holds 4 cups. It's about 18 inches tall. Well, not that tall. There's my foot. Maybe 12 or 13 inches tall. I have no idea. I was down in Homestead. Irma was 2017. I was in Homestead. And I wasn't even really a storm chaser back then. I was a guy who liked adrenaline, who had a broadcast TV camera. I was in Charlie, in Punta Gorda for Charlie. Yeah, Punta Gorda, Florida. I have not heard from Marilyn. She's got her husband with her and some other people, I think. You know, Joe, I don't know if it'd be worth it to come here or not, but Flagler Beach, Florida is very nice this time of year. You on this one right here? New Orleans Homes? You own 131. Oh, right there. Wayne, you're in Dominica. We sent some ham radio gear down to Dominica on one of the airplanes that we had going down there. Gordon Royer, I think. Gordon Royer was the guy I was working with. Hey, Alfonso, Hijackers has great burgers because it's right there at the airport. But next time, give me a call and we'll take you over to Wham. Gordon Royer, yeah. We sent some ham radio gear down there. I wouldn't come here next week. I would go to Flagler Beach, Florida. But I'm partial to Flagler Beach since that's like where we live. You can see the sand on the driveway here. The Navy H-60 guys from Jacksonville fly down and land at Flagler Beach and eat lunch or dinner at the at Hijackers. I don't know what that is. Kind of looks like a chair and something else. So the water came from the Gulf of Mexico down there and came this way. And that was at low tide. If we had gotten hit at high tide, we would have been in would have been in bad shape. .75 cups. That's a lot of water. I didn't realize it held that much. So we could make 3 of the Mountain House meals at a time with that. All right, guys, I'm gonna put the camera down for a second and clean up my mess. Where shall I put it? I'm gonna hang out here until that water recedes some so that I can get through without messing up my truck. All right, camera down. Sorry, guys. Okay. I'm going to drive up as high as we can get now. Winds aren't blowing anymore. Drive up as high as we can get. And we'll give an overview of everything here, and then I'll say goodbye for now. Still be a few more minutes of live streaming here. Let's go up to the top floor. We need to have a moderator's dinner. Gloria, you and Alfonso are neighbors. We're all neighbors. If we can get Kevis and Keith down here and Robin back over from the UK. But we should have one from Florida anyway. We should have a moderator's dinner in the next month or so. All right, so here we go. Try not to take chances. That's for sure. All right, let's see what it looks like from up here, guys. Had the heat going on in the car, drying stuff out. It's nice and dry and hot. Feels like the inside of a dryer. One of the little birds didn't make it. I don't see a whole lot of damage here on the beach side. Some shingles are off of this roof here. I have no idea. this house. We'll do political comments on here. That house lost part of the roof. I have no idea where Las Palmas is. The entire road was underwater here during the eye. They've got some good building codes here. I'm not from here, so I don't know where Pier 33 is or any of that, guys. I have no idea. Sorry. I will get a shot to the west here in just a minute. This is northwest looking here. I'll go over there. I'll go over there in just a minute and let you guys see that. All right, here we go. Yeah, it's still raining. Just when you think you won't get wet anymore. Get a towel to wipe off the camera. Here, you guys can see. You can see what the camera, the GoPro is seeing. Okay, guys, so we've been live streaming for 232 minutes. I have no idea. Brantley, I don't even think you can get over here. I think they have it closed off. But anyway, for now, I will say 73, sayonara. Thanks for watching. Please do subscribe to the channel. Hit like. Hit the bell icon for notifications. If you guys liked what you saw today and you felt like you were able to get some enjoyment out of it or some information out of it, if you would please send a few bucks our way, either with the PayPal link or the GoFundMe. I appreciate it. Thank you for sharing, Jessica. And guys, I'm gonna get a nap, and I'll probably live stream later on tonight or this evening or afternoon. Hopefully I'll be able to get out of this parking lot fairly soon. For now, 73. Bye guys.